Welcome to What the Wrestling, the podcast where you break down the biggest moments, hottest takes, and the wildest stories from the world of pro wrestling. Whether you're a diehard fan or just stepping into the squared circle, we're here to give you the real scoop on everything happening in the ring.
I'm your host, RJD, and we're about to take a ride through the latest and greatest in pro wrestling. Get ready for all our hot takes, deep dives, and all the wrestling you never knew you needed.
Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and join What the Wrestling family so you never miss an episode. Now let's step into the ring.
Oh, you already know what time it is. AEW, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful, very cold, very windy day in the Northeast, we shall be talking about some AEW, some WWE, and everything in between. But, as always, before we do, we ain't got no updates to the channel just yet. We're going to let the beat ride out and keep it smooth. We're going to let the beat ride out and keep it smooth. But, as always, we're not going to waste too much time. Let us not waste any more. Let's get into it. Here we go. What the Wrestling? Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome. What the hell? That is not what I'm trying to do. We're going to cut that part out. Welcome to What the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. I am your host, RJD. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where the hell were you this weekend? Listen, man, there's a lot going on, okay? There's a lot going on. You guys will forgive me. We will touch upon Grand Slam. We will definitely touch upon Smackdown. And Monday Night Raw is tonight. Actually, might be going live tonight after Raw. We'll see if I got the energy for it. If I don't got the energy for it, you'll get the video tomorrow. And everybody will be happy, and all will be right with the world. But a lot going on. A lot has happened. Grand Slam was a good show. Predictable show, but good show. I don't know what they were doing with the Moxley stuff, but as I predicted that John Moxley would not win, but they want to make Adam Copeland strong, and they didn't do that. So I don't know. Like I said, the Hangman should be getting that. I've been saying that for weeks now. But hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We about to get into this thing. First things first, we're going to talk about Grand Slam. But before we get into all that, Don DeMarco. I said 150 shows by the end of the month. We are 92. So that's up another 10 from last week, from the last stream. So come on, y'all, hit the like button and subscribe to the show. Follow me at What the Wrestling, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. I've been telling y'all, let's go. Come on, man. 150. That should be an easy goal to knock over. But let's get into this Grand Slam. let's get into this. So, first things first, we had Ospreay and Omega versus Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher. Hit the Don DeMar. Matter of fact, we're gonna hit the Stone Cold for them.
Give me a hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
So the Stone Cold for them, because we're not gonna sit up here and act like they weren't chanting, "This is awesome," before these guys ever got in the ring. We're not gonna sit here and act like these four guys are some of the best on the planet as we speak, and they can all go. Yeah, this was absolutely amazing. I figured they would start with this because I figured Omega and Ospreay were winning the match. Where do they go from here? We'll see. Don Callis got involved. Crazy near falls, rise of the double rise of the Terminators. I mean, this match had no chill from the time that it started. It was just all go, no breaks. Crazy near falls at the end. Everybody looked good in this match. I mean, but at the end, we had a hidden blade, one winged angel for the win. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Nope. It's over 9,000!
That is over 9,000 because I've never seen that before. I mean, these guys have never tagged, but that is a very interesting finish, and it actually makes sense. Hidden blade, one winged angel. Nobody should be kicking out of that ever on planet Earth. So, I mean, we had Takeshita and Omega going at it. We had Kyle Fletcher and Ospreay going at it. In the beginning, they were drawing at each other, and those are basically who worked with each other throughout the entire match. Everybody had a chance to shine. There was a hiccup by Omega. He messed something up. I don't know if he was going for a poison Rana or they were just, the timing was off. But the Rise of the Terminator, I think he hit the freaking top rope, and he was okay. That was good. And then with the poison Rana, it looked like Takeshita kind of just back body dropped him, but it looked like he was going for the poison Rana. So glad everybody was okay. They just, they're all pros. They kept it pushing, but that was kind of scary. But other than that, this was flawless. A+++. There is nothing else to say about this match. Go back and rewatch it. It probably will be in one of the top 10 matches of the year. At the end of the year, I'm calling it out. I'm going to say this will be in the top 10. This was fantastic. And then we had Mercedes Moné and Harley Cameron, and they had themselves a good match too. Now, I did not expect Harley Cameron to win.
You stupid.
If you think you did, then I feel sorry for you. But at the end of the day, this was a good match. Harley Cameron, she's good, man. We all know what Mercedes can do. And Harley Cameron is good. I'm looking forward to seeing her keep it pushing and keep progressing. I really am. Because I think she has killer potential, Harley Cameron. Killer potential. I like Harley. Mercedes Moné, she tried to put her away. She just couldn't get Harley out of there. But she got her out of there at the end. Monet Maker. See you later. This wasn't crazy, but it was good. I didn't know what to expect. I don't think I've ever seen Harley wrestle, but man, by this time next year, she's going to be A-okay. Trust me. Then we had the Death Riders versus Jay White and Cope. This wasn't bad. This was actually very good, very entertaining. Cesaro is a savage. There was one spot where the Cesaro swing, Claudio Castagnoli had to swing, and they threw the trash can in Jay White's face. That was hilarious. But this was very good. But the crowd was, first of all, shout out to the crowd. They actually kept singing. I've never seen any crowd do this with Edge or Adam Copeland in WWE or AEW. The song went off and they kept singing this song like they all the way through the end of the verse. They didn't stop. They just kept singing. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. And you know what? Shout out to Australia showing us something new. Those international fans, I tell you, the first time they went to France, when they went to France and Jey Uso had their crowd was like, it's just me, Us. No crowd was singing along to that song until France did it first. Now in Australia, No crowd. The crowds will probably start doing this now because they saw it in France. I mean, because they saw it in Australia. So those international fans, man, you guys are awesome. Down to Marco for y'all. But this was very good. This was a beat your ass, street fight, beat your uptight match. Wheeler Yuta came in, started whipping Jay White. All he did was irritate him. He got hit with the what the hell is his finisher called? He got hit with the switchblade. I forgot what the hell you call it. But anyway, he got hit with that. But Shafir ended up coming in, knocking Cope upside the head, and Cope ended up he got hit with the bulldog choke. Now, the thing here is I thought he was going to fight out of it. Obviously, we all know he had a surgically repaired neck. We all know that. If you don't know that, you've been living under a rock. But the thing here is, I really thought the Death Riders were going to lose because normally you build up the challenger so that when the pay-per-view comes, the challenger you think has a chance. And Adam Copeland is Adam Copeland, so he always has a chance of winning. We know this. But they didn't do that here. What they did here was they beat the challenger. Like, he didn't tap out, but he was choked out. And then, like, he wasn't even protected. I mean, I guess you could say he was protected because he didn't tap out. But they beat the challenger handedly. And then they kept it going. And then they're going to keep it going and beat him again. So it's like, where do you go from here? So that was kind of weird. I didn't expect that unless something's going to happen and he wins the title. But I don't expect him to beat Jon Moxley at the next pay-per-view. So I guess we'll see what happens. But that was kind of weird. The crowd absolutely hated it. I mean, there was boos all around. This crowd was not happy at all. They were not happy. But it's all good. The Death Riders continue to win. And this continues to be the worst thing on the show. Now, this didn't suck. These guys all went out there and it was crazy. It was good. It was wild spots. Adam Copeland got put through a table, power bomb through a table, if I'm not mistaken. So this was a good match. I just didn't understand the finish, but it's all good. It's all good. And what's up with stop the show? What's up with Adam Copeland taking all of these dives?
You stupid.
He dove from the second floor, and I'm like, bro, didn't you just break your damn legs jumping off of the cage and you still diving off his shit? It reminds me of Sting when he dove, somebody didn't catch him, he hit his head. I think he might have had a concussion, and I'm sure everybody was mad at that. And Sting is just like, I don't care if I'm 60 years old, I'm gonna keep diving off his shit, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. And he just kept diving off his stuff. So man, Adam Copeland, please, you just came off of broken legs. Don't break your legs again, brother, man, please. Kazuchika Okada versus Buddy Matthews. This was one hell of a fight. Okada wins with kicking him in the huevos, unfortunately.
Nope.
He got kicked in the huevos and Rainmaker, and have a good night. So Buddy Matthews put up a good fight. I didn't expect him to win, but he always has a good showing, and he had a good showing. He had a good showing here versus the Continental Champion. So I'm not going to sit here and poo-poo all over this match, but I think the Hounds of Hell should be the next tag team champions. That's what I think. So even though he took the L here, I do think he should win. I do think he should win when it comes to them getting the tag team titles. I just don't see them getting the tag team titles no time soon, but I think they should win. And I think when they do end up fighting the Hurt Syndicate, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Both of these guys, two top-notch, two excellent professional wrestlers. Buddy Matthews, so goddamn fast. Okada is who he is. This was great. Great showing by both men. Great match. Buddy Matthews from Australia got a big pop. Okada, I like heel Okada, man. Calling everybody a bitch, kicking people in the nuts. So it's all good, man. It's all good. Then we had Mariah May versus Toni Storm. This was Excelente as well. Don DeMarco. The fact that Luther presented Toni Storm, Mariah May came out and she did her thing. These two, I mean, the only thing you could probably nitpick about this match is the near falls at the end. It was like they were kicking out of everything. And I know people hate that. People hate the kick out after kick out after kick out. It doesn't quite bother me so much, but sometimes it is noticeable. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect Toni Storm to win this match. I thought she was fully losing this match for sure. I didn't think she was winning, but she won. She won. She got the match. I mean, we had Storm 0 kick out, Mariah May Storm 0 kick out. We had the Mayday kick out. We had a Mayday on the floor. I mean, they were these ladies were working, and the crowd were totally into Toni Storm, and they totally hated Mariah May. This was a brutal match. These ladies brutalized each other. We had hip attack. We had like 2-3 hip attacks in a row. I mean, it's like whenever you thought the end was coming, they kept going. And then you thought the end was there, and then they kept going. So this was great. Mariah May lost by a roll-up. She got rolled up and lost. So it was like all of these big moves. She was going for Mayday for the third time. And Toni Storm rolled her up. She got out of Mayday and got rolled up. She hooked the leg and got the win. So you know what? Everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. Mariah May looked absolutely devastated. This was good. This was very good. This was a very good show. We're not going to sit up here and say it was a bad show. That's cap, and we're not going to do that. But I am thoroughly happy with what I saw. It sucked that I had to watch it the next day because it came on at 12 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night. But it is what it is. AEW, you did your thing on here. Good stuff. Now, if you missed Smackdown, we'll run through it real quick. Naomi beat Chelsea Green, split-legged moonsault to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Oh, let's change this. My bad. Naomi beat Chelsea Green. It sucks because Chelsea Green just got the damn title, the mid-card title, and she's a loser. That sucks. That makes no sense. Okay, moving on. Sami Zayn says he's dealing with nerve damage, and those two are pretty much setting up to have a street fight at Mania or the Chamber or something. So Sami Zayn's storyline is injured thanks to KO, who took a goddamn beating at that pay-per-view. But shout out to him. Motor City Machine Guns beat Los Garza after hitting the skull and bones on Berto. L.A. Knight, beat The Miz after landing a diving elbow drop, and he said The Miz was relevant about 10 years ago. So I was like, oh, okay. I like L.A. Knight. Listen, L.A. Knight on the sticks is good, and so is The Miz. So I don't know if this is a program but war of words between those two, I ain't mad at it. Carmelo Hayes beat R-Truth with the leg drop, nothing but net. Kevin Owens said he'll see Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber, setting up what they got going on. Tiffany Stratton beat Nia Jax via disqualification because Candice LeRae attacked her. And after Nia hit him with the Annihilator, Charlotte Flair came out and chose Tiffany Stratton. so it's like, so Charlotte said, hey, Tiffy, it's still Tiffy time, and I choose you. So Tiffany Stratton, you are on the clock. I do not like your chances, homegirl. I do not like your chances. So Charlotte Flair chose Tiffany Stratton, WrestleMania 41. The countdown is on. So Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez were reportedly implicated in the Jade Cargill video when Jade got hurt and she got thrown off the roof. And they were there. Now, I think it's Naomi. I don't think it's them two. I think when Jade comes back, maybe Jade is going to go for Naomi because Naomi was like, I knew it. I told you it was them. I told you. I don't think it was Bianca Belair. I think it'd be dope if they turned her heel. But I think Bianca Belair, they're selling so much merch with that girl. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? They're selling too much merch with her. So, with the little girls with the long braids, I don't see them turning a heel. Naomi though, I can see Naomi turning heel. Feel the glow. I can see it. So we'll see what happens with that. We also had Priest wins the triple threat match between Fatu and Braun Strowman. This was a good match. Solo Sikoa also came back, and Solo was telling Fatu, listen, I love you, Jacob. Listen, where you been? Where you been, Solo? I'm off the leash, man. You ain't telling me what to do no more. Man, when you got Solo Sikoa and you got Jacob Fatu in the same room, it's just like Jacob just steals. Like, he just is a legitimate badass. Like him, Samoa Joe, who else? Stone Cold. It's just like they just got the badass walk. They just they bad mother, you know what's. It's like it's undeniable. They're not trying. It is what it is. Those cats, it is what it is. So Damian Priest got the win though. So Braun Strowman loses, Fatu loses, and Solo tried to come out and help, but he ended up messing everything up. And Priest clothesline Fatu over the barricade before pinning Braun Strowman. So Damian Priest go into the chamber. So Fatu, maybe it'll be Fatu and Solo for the leader of the new bloodline, and Solo will have to fall in line or else. So I'm liking that. SmackDown is still way too long, and that's okay. But when Solo showed up, Fatu said, this family business, I'll handle this. And he said, listen, you will get the first word, but you definitely won't get the last. And Cody went out there and started beating up on Solo in the main event. So we still got Cody, Bloodline, Fatu, Solo. We got a lot going on with the Bloodline still. All of that still marinating. We still going to have to find out where everybody lands in regards to WrestleMania. I think this week, starting today on Monday, the recording of this video, we will start getting WrestleMania matches, and we'll start to see where everybody lines up. I think it'll start today, because Mania is in 6 weeks. Mania is in 6 weeks, so they're gonna something like that. So they're gonna have to get right. They're gonna have to get right. So I think we'll start seeing it tonight. And that was that. So that was your WWE SmackDown. That was your AEW Grand Slam from Australia. 2 good shows. We need to go back to 2 hours on WWE. Please, Triple H, please. Get us back to 2 hours, please. That 3-hour SmackDowns are rough. But other than that, everything seems to be smooth. Jordan Grace is officially in SmackDown. Ricky Starks is on SmackDown. You hear me?
You stupid.
Jordan Grace is officially on NXT. Ricky Starks is officially on NXT. We got a lot going on. I might actually start reviewing NXT again. I might start putting that with the Raw review on Tuesdays. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. I am out. We're going to catch y'all on a Monday Night Raw review. Catch y'all on the next one. As for me, I'm gone. Peace.
Down the Marco.